Hey, we is Gang TV.
One of the channels in this algorithm is called No Jumper, which is quite different from the war in Chirac, but nonetheless features many interviews with gang-related rappers.
Do you even know about gang shit when you first moved to Florida? When did you actually become a 5'5" Crip? You are widely known to be associated with the Hoovers. Some of the dudes who got caught up for this murder are like actual rappers who have videos out with many, many thousands of views. Again, like you say, a lot of the stories are hypothetical, but in this one, you actually mentioned that a specific rapper from Chicago called a girl 6 times while you were hanging out with her.
Right, it just ran. You see what I'm saying? The shit just become, man, you know.
So I went on the podcast and spoke to the host, Adam22, about the ethics of producing monetized gang content.
Yeah, this what Joe Budden and them was on him about. He basically, I ain't gonna lie, I watched a couple of his interviews. He covered a whole story, you know, but the people do want to hear about the drama, man. Like sex, drama sells.
Do you think drill music is bad for society?
Yeah, definitely.
How come?
Because people are in gangs killing each other and making songs about it and making it sound super cool. And even me as like a 38-year-old fucking white man, I listen to it and I think that it sounds kind of cool, and I struggle with that. But definitely I think it's probably, as much as I like listen to it, it's probably got to be a net negative for society, right? Just the romanticization of violence in general.
Do you think you help make it look cool?
I don't know. I feel like when they're on a beat with a fucking 808 going crazy and they're able to like rhyme and make less sense, that probably is like when it sounds coolest. Because they don't really talk about that in interviews, right? I mean, most of like all the Chicago like gang members or whatever, it's like the amount of like street shit you're gonna be able to get them to talk about in an interview is pretty minimal in comparison to the stuff that they're essentially saying in their songs.
It just must be crazy because like you talk to so many people who like have died recently. Like you're like the last person to interview FBG Cash.
Right there. His name's on the wall.
Yeah. Do you feel any responsibility for like inflaming like gang beef by having so many gang members use?
Hey, to keep it real, everybody got a responsibility. The niggas who rapping about this shit, they parents, you feel me? The government, the niggas who want to do interviews on this shit, it all play a part, right? You know what I mean? The supporters, because they want to hear about the shit. But everybody got to take responsibility, you feel me? At the end of the day.
This platform to promote themselves.
No, because I mean, I feel like this is a hip hop platform that long ago has kind of been clear to me that that's more or less the gist of what we're doing, you know? Like there was a long time where I didn't do any street shit, you know? In the beginning it was mostly like SoundCloud type stuff and more like avant-garde, you know, internet shit. We've gone more in that direction, and like a lot of like it's also the direction rap's gone in. It's tough to get away from the fact that the fans just want what they want. You know, as a content creator, you kind of have to follow the incentives to a certain extent. It's just been taken to the point where the fans like want this shit to be real. They don't want to hear you say, "I'll shoot you if you come near me." They want to hear you say, "So-and-so from the other side got killed because he fucked with me." Like the fans are really drawn to that kind of immersion, I guess.
Whenever you grew up here, did you guys spend a lot of time in other parts of Chicago? Like, did you ever go like down?
I mean, shit, man. This, like I said, this the same thing Joe Budden was kind of like scrutinizing Adam for. Like I said, man, everybody got to take responsibility for the shit that is glamorized nowadays, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is like, it's a cold time we in. It's like we done went all the way backwards. You see motherfuckers try to get at a nigga like, oh, you a culture vulture and this, that, and the third, but all these rappers is on this nigga nuts. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, not like Adam ain't worked hard to get his platform in a place where people will want to, you know what I mean, be associated with it. But what I'm saying is, a lot of the rappers, right, they helped it get to where it's at. A lot of these niggas stamped the platform, and then when they at the top, you want to scrutinize them and say, oh man, you's a culture vulture, this, that, and the third. Can't really knock Adam, like I said, when all these niggas then went up there and say, oh, I love you, man, you the best nigga in the world, and you get the nigga pass, and all this, that, and the third. Nigga, I fucks with Adam, and I watch the platform, and I understand who you dealing with, right? And then go from there. Like, nigga, I'm dealing with a motherfucker who has a business, who has a platform, nigga, who understands the metrics and this, that, and the third. I can't hold him to act like I can't hold them to a higher responsibility than the motherfuckers who was actually involved in the shit, right? Who choose to come up there, run their mouth, and talk about the crimes they may do and this, that, and the third. Like, niggas crazy. Like, nigga, let's start there. You know what I mean? Let's start with niggas who don't, like, nigga, it's crazy because there's so many people who try to have their platforms and this, that, and the third, where niggas could be reaching out to them, reaching out to, you know, if it's a case where you try to say, oh man, he white and he profiting off of black this and black that, like how they try to say with 1090 Jake and this, that, and the third, man, everybody has stamped these people. So if that's the case, right, what you could do is go ahead and stamp some so-called black platforms, nigga. How about that? How about trying to help niggas who you see trying to come up, nigga, and so that way, nigga, you can't say, oh man, he's a culture vulture. He just trying to benefit off of this, that, and the third, nigga. Because then that excuse is out the window. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, because it's not like the shit gonna stop, right? Just because he stopped his platform or he stopped talking about it, it's not like the shit is just not gonna occur no more. Niggas gonna be still out there doing what they doing, killing all the weird shit. Like I said, man, everybody got to take responsibility. But y'all niggas let me know what y'all think down below about this, that, and the third, man. About motherfuckers trying to call motherfuckers culture vultures and this, that. And nigga, it's at where it's at right now. Most authority figures are Caucasian people. You know what I mean? So maybe that's a part of the reason why niggas feel comfortable with going to go talk to certain people or letting their platforms grow or you know what I'm saying? They feel like, oh, now it's time to be professional. But not really professional because you're still in there running your mouth about these crimes and this, that, and the third. But you know what I'm saying? How a motherfucker look at a certain platform like, I ain't gonna fuck with them because it don't seem professional. It don't, you know, we ain't gonna be taken serious. Motherfuckers it's psychological. It should be deep. But y'all niggas let me know what y'all think.
Get him black. Fool. Get him black. Card. Get him black. Get him black. Money. Fuck him up. I played. Get him right. Card. Tighten up. Get right. Get him black. Tighten up. Fuck him up. Get him right. Tighten up. Fuck him up.
Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Ay, I need that cheese like a grater, ho. Don't play me like no cent, cause I never Captain Saver, ho.
Fake ass motherfuckers be showing all that fake ass love. Keep that shit away from me. Keep that fake ass shit away from me, nigga. Before I explode on one of you bitch ass niggas, nigga.